Never thought the day would come, but today we are adding a pink keyboard to our collection. Hi team, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yemaled and today we will be adding another keyboard to our collection. This is the Monka Alice67 in the color pink. Alright, so let's get into the unboxing. So again, this is the Monka Alice67. This is an aluminum CNC hot swap budget keyboard. This one retails for $109.99 on the What Geek website, which I will leave down below in my description box. I do not make any commission off of that website, so don't think that I do. Alright, so let's just get right into it because I can't wait. Alright, so the first thing you get is essentially a quick guide, and this is just telling you how to pair it. I will say that this comes with a dongle connection. You can also connect it wired with the USB-C, and you can also have Bluetooth, which is awesome. This particular keyboard also comes with a knob, which is great. So if you're looking for an Alice with a knob, this is perfect. As I opened it already because I wanted to make sure that everything worked correctly before I made this video. So mine, again, like I stated, I've already opened it, but it's actually well packaged. It comes with styrofoam. And of course, it comes with a dust cover. You guys know that I absolutely love these plastic dust covers. These are great when you are using a keyboard and you're about to eat at your desk. You just can put this on top. It's great that it comes with one, so nothing will get within the keycaps or the switches and make it dirty. So I like that. Before I look at the keyboard, let's look at the accessories. Okay, so you do get a switch and keycap puller, which is pretty standard. You also get a cord. This is not a coiled cord, but it's still a pretty good, decent cord. It also comes with an Allen key if you do plan to open it up. And it also comes with, I believe these are brown switches. It's actually really hard to tell the brand, but these are just brown switches. I ended up taking them out because I won't be using these, but it comes with extra switches if you need. So I'm just gonna take her out here. Okay, so this is what she looks like, and she is absolutely gorgeous. This is definitely a beautiful pink. As you can see, you have stabs already, which is awesome. And as I mentioned earlier, you do get 3-mode connection, so wired, wireless, as well as Bluetooth. So if I switch this over, it's going to light up. Another thing to mention is that it does come with RGB lights, which is great. I'm going to show you that in a second. And again, a knob. Now, one of my favorite things about this keyboard is that the pink is not necessarily a bright pink. It's very muted. It actually reminds me of like strawberry milk, if that makes sense. And I really like that. Another thing that I want to note here is that this actually comes with PP plate, which the only other keyboard that I have that also has PP plate is my High 75. So I don't have much experience with this particular plate, but it is my understanding that PP plate is similar to Pom and PC in the sense that it's soft to type. Apparently, PP plate has a kind of like a deeper, cleaner sound, and it's also a lot more flexible than Pom and PC. So when you look at it close up, it actually does look like PC plate. So I can see that it can be very similar to it. Another thing that I want to know that I'm not exactly sure if the camera is going to pick it up, but it does have switch foam, plate foam, and there's also foam on the bottom. So I'm expecting this to be a little bit Thocky. Another thing that I want to note here is that, again, this is aluminum. So I'm not exactly sure if the camera is going to pick it up, but this is a very smooth feeling aluminum. It does not feel cheap, which I really do appreciate because usually less expensive aluminum keyboards, the casing has more of a grainy texture. Here's an example of another keyboard that is also aluminum but has more of a grainy texture. So this is actually my Liobang High 75. This is also a very inexpensive aluminum keyboard. You can get this as a kit and you can also get it pre-assembled. But this one is actually about $100 as well. The keyboard has a very grainy texture. So if you were to touch the Liobang versus the Alice67, huge difference in terms of texture. Some people like the grainy texture, some don't. Totally preference, but personally, I think I like the smooth texture. As I mentioned earlier, the keyboard does offer south-facing RGB, which is always nice, and it also offers 3 modes of connectivity, which normally I don't really care for it. I normally just use my keyboards wired, but if you're looking for a Bluetooth or wireless option, this one is great for you. In regards to sound, as I mentioned earlier, this keyboard does offer that deep Thocky sound straight out of the box, which if that is a sound profile that you are looking for, then definitely do not open this up. But if you're looking for more of a clacky sound, definitely try to remove some of that foam. In terms of compatibility, the keyboard is compatible with both Mac and PC, which is something that I always appreciate because I am a Mac user. The other cool thing about this keyboard, which I don't see often with any other Alice, is that it only requires 1 B key. In love with the size of the keyboard. This is essentially a 65% layout with a knob, and I don't think it's too big in terms of taking up space on your desk. Alright friends, now that we've talked a little bit about specs, I'm going to move forward with how we're actually going to build this keyboard. Now, I'm not going to open it up and remove any foam or do any modding because I want to make sure that I show you exactly what it sounds like completely stocked. So, that being said, let's move on to switches. So for switches, I'm actually going to be using the KTT Peach switches. I've been having trouble finding a home for these switches, and I have officially found them. I think it's gonna look really good with the Alice. I mean, perfect matching set. And here's what the switches sound on their own. I will say that I do think that the switches have essentially a slight ping to them. I have not lubed these at all, but let's see how they sound completely stocked on the board. Now that we have our switches all in place, let's talk a little bit about keycaps. So for keycaps, I decided to go for these Little Ghost keycaps. I think that they're gonna look so cute on the keyboard, which you will see there are small little hints of pink within this keycap set, so I think it's gonna look so cute. So of course, let's work some YouTube magic and make this quickly. Overall, for my final thoughts on this keyboard is that for less than $150, it is a great budget keyboard. There are many switches and keycaps that you can actually buy for less than $50 to build yourself a very nice Alice keyboard. It also offers different colors, a total of 6 with pink being one of them, and the keyboard is aluminum, which again, as I mentioned earlier, it does have a smooth feeling, which shows that it's actually really good quality. I am absolutely in love with the Alice67. If you are looking for a great aluminum Alice keyboard, this is the one for you. And of course, to close out today's video, here's a sound test. Alright team, that is the end of today's video. Please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that I can keep bringing content like this. Make sure you follow me on all my other social media. I am a little bit more active on Instagram and TikTok. But again, thank you so much for all your support. Truly appreciate it. I'll catch you in my next video. Goodbye, friends.